So for this lesson, the skills audit lesson, you'll need the following resources. You'll need to go, well, first of all, as a member of staff, once you've logged in, you simply click on admin on the left hand side, and then at the top you'll see a series of options. Once you've clicked on admin, one of those is resources, and once you've clicked on resources, these are the resources available to you, all separated nicely for each individual lesson activity. So for the skills audit lesson activity, you'll find it there by clicking on the skills audit button. For this activity, you're going to need to print off and hand out the skills audit worksheets to the students themselves. So if we click on the skills audit worksheets, that will open this page here. And these worksheets are going to need to be printed out and handed out to students, or I suppose you can email them and they can download them themselves and then re-upload them to the profile. So once you've printed those off and handed those out, students can then work on their profile. So once a student has then logged in, this is what they will need to do so that you're aware of exactly how they can approach this activity. So from their home page, once they've logged in, they'll need to go on to the Kloodle Basics, which is where the lesson activity badges are kept. And from this screen, they'll need to find the skills audit badge, which is here. So if the students click on that badge, then it will give them all the information of what they're going to need to do to complete that. So it's quite a simple activity, this one. They're just going to need to complete the worksheets, take a photo of those worksheets, or save them if they've done it online, and then re-upload it to their profile, making sure they evidence and tag the correct skills. So what students need to do to be able to earn the badge is they need to click activate. Once they've clicked activate, they've now activated that badge so that it's there for them to carry on working on. It also means that once they've uploaded the work that they need to, whether that's the photo of those worksheets that they've just completed, which they can take using their mobile phone, or if they've done it as a PDF, they can upload it as a document. You must remind students to tag the correct skills once they've uploaded the content. Let's just do an example photo. So they must be able to then title that as skills audit worksheet. They can, if they wanted to, specify how many hours of activity is taken. That's not compulsory. And then they can describe briefly what they've had to do in that activity, just in a sentence will be fine. They need to click on add skills and tag the relevant employability skills that they think that skills audit worksheet has represented. So the 5 skills that come out of that activity, they need to tag those skills on this section here. Once they've done that, they can click publish, and then that will be published and ready for submission. Once they're happy with it, let's just go backwards. Once they've added that work and they're happy with it, they can click submit. And once they click submit, you as a member of staff will be able to view all the students who click submit in your badges data table. But please remember that all the badges that are the Kloodle lesson activity badges, the skill badges that are already pre-created on Kloodle, they will get marked by the Kloodle help team. That will usually go through those every week. So students should have to wait no more than 5 days to get their badges marked, and they will receive feedback based on whether they've achieved that badge or whether they need to do some more work to achieve that and get it completed. Nice and simple, this one. So students are going to have to go away and complete their education section on their profiles. That's very straightforward. It's one of the quicker tasks for them to do. Once a student has logged in, this is the screen that they will be greeted with. They'll have employee badges at the top. They'll have 4 sections that they can go and complete. They can either build out the basics of the Kloodle profile, and if you've instructed them to do the education section, that fits into that category. So if I was a student, I need to click on this section here. Which section would I like to build first? Well, you've just instructed them to do the education section. So they need to click on education, which will take them to the education section in their profile. The student's already created some content here already. They can edit that, or they can create some new content for this section, which they shouldn't have done yet. So if they click create, they would then obviously title the school, college, institution that they belong to, where that's located, and then start to type in the qualifications. These are empty fields, so they can type in any qualification that they'd like to do there. So they're going to type in the qualification type first. And if they've not yet completed that subject, then they need to leave the grade empty. Now, to add a new subject, new qualification, they can just click add qualification. That will give them a new line, and so on. They can carry on doing that. And then once they've completed that, they just click save information. And once they've saved it, it will all be displayed on this section here. Okay, so once you've logged in as a member of staff, you can now quickly check to see which of your students have completed their education section without having to dig down onto and looking at each individual student's profile. To do that, you need to log in, and then you need to click on admin, which is the second section down. Now here you've got a student dashboard, which is all the students in your school or college. So you can obviously type in the student name and see the individual student, or you might want to go to a group of students. So your tutor group, for instance, all the students in that group would then be displayed on the right hand side, and then you can quickly see which students have completed their education section and which hasn't. So we can see Natasha has, John, this account here, they have not.